Hello, everyone. Also, before I forget, it was Alex's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Alex. I'm sorry I couldn't join the stream. I was busy. Happy birthday anyway. Anyway, moving on. Let me go ahead and post this in chat. Get some people on here. Um, Hopefully Brandon will join this time. Let's see who will join us. How's everyone been doing? Also, the title of the movie, or movie, it is a movie. It is a quote from a movie, but the title of the stream is a quote from a very famous movie. Pretty recognizable quote, I think. So, um, if you guess the movie, I'll give you money. Well, you know how to pick them. What do you mean? The movie of the stream title? I also have not seen that movie, so there you go. Jerry Maguire. I have not seen it. I say guess the movie, and I just said it. Whatever. They're doing. They're still doing that stream. I thought that ended a while, like already ended. Oh well. Um, they're still streaming. That stream started 3 hours ago. Yes, it's Jerry Maguire. Well, that's interesting. What's up, Iron? How are you doing? Always know how to pick these stream times. I thought they finished streaming though. I forget. I think as they get farther into the book, the streams are gonna get longer because the book's gonna get more interesting. So they're gonna have a lot more to talk about, which is fine. I'm glad they're enjoying it. Um, I finished the Bounty Hunter Wars. How was that? That trilogy is rough to get through. It's very rough, but I'm glad you finished it. It's just a shame too because that trilogy had everything a good trilogy could have. It has Boba Fett in it. It has Bosk in it. It has uh Prince Shizor in it. It has Kuat in it. It has Darth Vader in it. It has everything that a good trilogy should have, but it still sucked. Even the new stuff, Kudar Mubat or Kubat Madar, whatever his name was, that spider was really cool. He was a really cool character, and I really liked. I think his species is it's just called an arachnid. Wait, is it an arachnid? What is their species? Kudar Mubat. Dang it. Assembler. That's the species. Not arach. I mean, they are an arachnid, but they're an assembler. I wish we could have seen more of that species. We didn't really. They were only in those 3 books. so we didn't really get to see them again. But there's a couple of cool art pieces about or with Kudar Mubat in it. Um, anyway, so but it had everything that a good trilogy should have. Cool characters, cool places. Kuwait was a really cool planet to go visit. But other than that, nothing. There really was not much to it. It kept dragging and dragging. Like, I think in the second book, they're on the Hound's Tooth the whole time. I thought as info and bank broker, he was an interesting idea. I thought as I don't understand. Oh my, that's I don't understand what you're saying. As um, but the one thing these books and Last Man Standing Boba is a soulless individual. Um, I'd have to read. Is Last Man Standing? That's the one in Bounty Hunter Wars, not Bounty Hunter Wars. Tales of Bounty Hunters, right? What they taught me. What's Info and Bank? Is that like a company or something? I don't understand what that is. But it's been a while since I've read the Tales of the Bounty Hunters. I'd have to reread that to understand because I love that short story. It's one of my favorite short stories. It's one of my favorite stories in the EU. It's better than a lot of novels I've read. Oh, okay. So it is a company. But I think Boba being soulless works. It's Boba Fett. So Kudar was a banker and info broker. Um, I don't know what that is, bro. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I tried looking it up. I don't know. I wish I could put some music on, but it don't want to work anymore, and I don't know why. It's very strange. Yeah, don't want to work. Whatever. Well, I don't really know what to talk about. I'm bored. I need someone to join. I need people to join my stream. Oh, here's Nezo.
Hey, can you hear me?
What's up, man?
All right, you can. Yeah, no, I was saying, Kudor Muba is kind of that. Wait, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, no, okay. So Kudor Muba, from what I heard, he's a, huh? Okay, he's a he's a banker and info broker. He kind of sells information. That's what an info broker is.
Mm,
It's not like
interesting.
it like selling info in like regards like shit, what am I thinking of? Like in regards to like in regards to like currency, it's more like selling info, like like for example, he gives out info to Prince Shizor for favors, sort of thing.
Hmm.
And it's a similar thing with Boba Fett. It's usually for like a favor or to manipulate somebody. It's like, oh, I heard through the grapevine you do this.
Yeah,
That's kind of what an info broker is.
gotcha.
But yeah, like just going through those, like I said, Boba Fett is just he's kind of just this uh like it's
Uh-oh. I think he crashed. Well, he'll be back. I'm sure they're like on Marcel's stream. They're probably like, "What the hell is Lance doing right now streaming?" Welcome back.
I lost connection there a second ago, didn't I?
Yep.
Hang on a sec. Hang on. Okay, I just had some technical difficulties there.
It's okay.
But yeah, no, um, yeah, when it came to Boba Fett, um, no, when it came to Boba Fett, in regards to like just his character, it's weird to see it. Like I get what he's supposed to be, but it's weird to see a character that's like more soulless than a droid.
Yeah.
Like the dude has less emotion than a droid, and it even talks about the fact that he actually had like those parts surgically removed from his brain so he wouldn't feel anything like emotion.
It
I'm like,
mentions that.
yeah,
I
like
remember that.
it mentions, I think at least in the first one in Mandalorian Armor, how like whatever glands or something that was like whatever glands that was in his body were just like removed.
Yeah. It's weird.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah, this guy, this and what makes me think that he's kind of a soulless character isn't the fact that that stuff was removed, but that it was removed like it was removed willingly, basically.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it just made me think of the factor that like after Boba's gone, like nobody's really gonna miss him. Nobody's gonna care. I'm like, damn, that's sad.
Yeah, I'm glad they kind of abandoned that idea later on. It's not really mentioned again,
Is
as far as I know.
was it retconned in like Legacy of the Force or something like that?
I don't think it's retcon, it's just not acknowledged.
Well, Last Man Standing, there was a little bit of humanity in him in the sense that like he realizes that he's getting older and that the job profession that he had before isn't as profitable as it used to be because the Empire is lessened and the New Republic has grown. So there's less need for his type of bounty hunting work.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think it's possible that he still has like that stuff removed. But I'm wondering if it gets retconned in Legacy of the Force because again, I'm not even close to Legacy of the Force yet.
Yeah, you gotta read. Where are you at now?
I just, like I said, I just finished because I'm doing unabridged versions of the. I've done like most of the Bantam era abridged, except for the Hand of Thrawn duology. I did that once with my dad because I know I'm not going to get back to it for a long time. Uh,
Yeah.
but I'm currently on Tales from the Empire, and then let me see what's
Yeah.
next. I'm doing Tales from the Empire, and then let's see. Sorry, I got a list I gotta go through here. I gotta do the Jedi Prince series, the Last Dark Forces, and then Tales from the New Republic, and then I can start like the X-wing books and Courtship and Tatooine Ghost, you know, all that.
Way to go.
Yeah, I still got a ways to go before I can even touch NJO. So, but I'm through most of the EU now, like at least as far as like full on novels.
Hmm.
Like I'm through I'm through everything like uh Old Republic, prequel era, dark times sort of stuff, OT era. So yeah, I'm catching up. I'm getting there.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just taking a lot longer than I expected, but it's been worth it because of all the stuff I've just gone through and learned. I've forgotten some of the information. I've had to remind myself certain details, like God, I have to remember it again because I forgot the name of Han Solo's brother, the one that like he kind of adopted and gave the last name to. Uh,
I don't know, man.
yeah, it's in the AC Crispin books. I'm trying to remember the name.
I've not read those yet, so I'm not too sure.
I'm just curious. What have you gone through already?
Mostly post Jedi and Old Republic stuff. I haven't really touched much in between the movies.
You haven't touched the old Clone Wars multimedia project much?
I mean, I've read some comics and I've played Republic Commando, but of course seen the micro series, but after that, not really a whole lot.
Yeah, some of the novels are hit or miss. Like, if you like The Mandalorians, then you'll definitely like Karen Travis's Republic Commando books. Uh,
Yeah.
Shatterpoint, I think, is really good. That's something I dispute Wilkins on. Uh, Set Deception and its novella The Hive. Those are okay. Like they're not great, but they're not terrible either.
Yeah.
Legacy and the Jedi and Secrets of the Jedi are good. Um, Yoda Dark Rendezvous is really good. The MedStar duology is really good. Labyrinth of Evil is good, but nothing happens in it.
Dang.
I say that because nothing like other than like the Battle of Caton and Moidia, you learn the Battle of Caton and Moidia and like you obviously you learn things like Caton and Moidia and like what the incident between Anakin and Obi-Wan, what they were talking about in that move in Revenge of the Sith,
Oh
and then
yeah.
you find out that you know capture, Newt Gunray's Mechno chair, and eventually track down Darth Sidious's location in the works, only to find that the Battle of Coruscant has started. But yeah, like all of it is build up for Revenge of the Sith, which is fine. It's just like I was expecting like something big to happen, but like it what this that's the sad thing about Labyrinth of Evil. It's good writing. It's just like nothing really substantial or important happens in it.
Dang, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder why it's so popular.
It's popular because it's a popular lead. It's the popular lead into Revenge of the Sith, and that's primarily why it's popular. Is because it leads directly into Revenge of the Sith. It does a really good job of leading into it too. Again, like most of the stuff tracking Darth Sidious is done by Obi-Wan and Anakin. They spend months on planets, tracking down details. And like, okay, so he got the chair from this particular droid builder, and this particular droid builder got info from this guy, and this guy, sold this to this guy, and it's they slowly kind of put together the pieces of what happened 10 years ago when Darth Sidious first started all the planning. And again, Mace Windu and Shaak Ti happen to find his base of operation in the works, and they find out he's been using like the underground, excuse me, tunnel systems that have been going through like the works, and it's led to like
Yeah,
yeah, it's like led to
interesting.
like multiple locations in the like 500 Republica and the Chancellor's office and other substantial locations that are like, oh, the Sith Lord's been moving among us for years now. We didn't even know. Uh, and as soon as they start looking into the leads, that's when battle droids show up and the Separatist invasion of Coruscant happens, and you're like, oh, okay, well now we can't look up the leads because there's the wars finally come here.
Right.
But as far as like recommended novels that I would like recommend you actually look into, uh, when it comes to the Clone Wars multimedia project, obviously the MedStar duology, Yoda Dark Rendezvous, Labyrinth of Evil, and Shatterpoint, and if you're a fan, the Republic Commando stuff.
Yeah, the Republic Commando game is honestly kind of boring. I don't really care about it that much.
I get it. The part of the reason I care is because of the Mandalorian lore that's perpetuates Karen Travis's novels. And believe it or not, a lot of the missions that you do in those games are actually referenced at some point in the novels. Like
Oh, that's cool.
like what was it, the Chakian cluster from that ship? Right after they get the prosecutor, Delta Squad actually has to rescue Omega Squad when they're like trapped in like a separatist sector. So like their job is never done basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's funny. And then like when Delta Squad is on Kashyyyk, some I think Omega Squad was there too, or at least some of the members of Omega Squad were there, and they were being guided by the Jedi Etain Termukin, because again they're a Jedi on Kashyyyk. Quinlan Voss is on Kashyyyk, Luminara is on Kashyyyk, Yoda's on Kashyyyk. So
It sounds really cool. I can't wait to read the books though. I think the books are gonna be. I hope they're good
the
once they get
I
into
must
them.
like they improve in my opinion they improved the experience of the game, because again the games were like kind of sort of S tier canon in that way, where they don't keep all the details.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But the book has more things going for it anyway. Uh, but yeah, like the that's those are good ones. So you've only gone through some of the OT era stuff, and then like oh no, not the OT era, but like post Return of the Jedi and some of the Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
I'm curious, which all of the Old Republic stuff, or just some of it?
Up until SWOTOR. I've read or I've well, I say that minus the KOTOR comics, but everything else, yeah.
So everything that's connected to the everything that's connected to the Old Republic MMO.
Basically.
What about
Well,
Dawn of the
except the
Jedi?
novels.
Or
I haven't read the novels yet.
oh wait, you
But I
haven't.
have read Dawn of the Jedi. I've read the Dawn of the Jedi comics.
Okay, so you've done the comics of Dawn of the Jedi and the comics of KOTOR and the Old Republic.
No, I've not read the KOTOR comics. I haven't read the
Oh,
SWOTOR
okay.
comics. Doc, greetings.
Which, just out of curiosity, which novels, if any, have you done of the Old Republic?
I've only read the Revan novel
Just the
so
Revan?
far. Just the Revan novel.
Okay, yeah, that's a decent one. Deceived is really good. I would highly recommend that one. Um, Fatal Alliance is just kind of meh. Annihilation is really good, uh, in my opinion. But you have to kind of be a fan of Theron Shan a little to enjoy it a bit. But
I
and you
must
probably
definitely I love Theron, so
yeah, you probably already know my oh, Red Harvest is decent too. It's kind of goofy and cheesy, kind of like a zombie type story. What's this comic from? Deceive is a most as good as Revan. Yeah, almost. Yeah, but yeah. I think the only one I would recommend avoiding, and this is just my personal opinion, you can read it if you want, is Knight Errant series. Uh, I know
yeah, I've
Maxine
heard some things about that series.
like I know Maxine sings its praises, and even Joe Bongiorno really likes it, which surprised me. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see why he likes it, but I can't. I've tried multiple times. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
So wait, have you checked out the Darth Bane trilogy then?
Not yet. I'll get to that eventually. Once I read through everything else that leads up to it, yeah, I'll read it.
Oh, all right. Because there's quite a bit. People don't realize that there's quite a bit for the Old Republic. Not, and I'm not even just like even if you just did like the novels or just the comics, there's still quite a bit to go through. Let's see, like
Yeah, I know.
yeah, I'm
Got a
just
long
saying,
ways
like
to go.
you've got no shortage of content. So
I know I got a lot to read still.
yeah, like the one that surprised me the most was the Lost Tribe of the Sith short story collection.
I haven't
I
really
was
read any of
genuinely
those.
wait, what did you say? Sorry, I missed that.
I said I haven't read any of those just yet.
They're worth your time in my opinion. They really are. And
Hmm.
then let's see. I'm thinking of recommendations for like the prequel era, pre Clone Wars. Uh, Cloak of Deception, obviously. Uh, Darth Maul Shadowhunter's okay. It's not the best, but it's not terrible either. Uh, Maul Lockdown is really good. Darth Plagueis obviously is very good. Let's see. Outbound Flight. Anything by Jude Watson, Jedi Apprentice, Jedi Quest, obviously look into those. Uh, oh shoot, let me see.
I
Uh,
am still working on trying to collect some of those.
oh, the Jedi Apprentice series or the Jedi
I
Quest
have
series.
I have most of both of those series. So
Oh, good. Then yeah, you've got great runs there. In my opinion, I think the best of those series has to be the False Piece. Like that one actually surprised me with how good it was. And
interesting.
keep in mind when I was doing Jedi Quest, I was like incredibly annoyed with Ferris Olin at that point. He got a little more bearable when I did Last of the Jedi later. Like he wasn't the same annoying little I'm trying not to swear, but
I swear I don't care.
he wasn't as much of an annoying little prick in my opinion by that point. Uh, but yeah, there's that. Have you done Rogue Planet already?
Surprisingly, I have not. Even though it's based in NJO prequel, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty much only worth it for that one reference to NJO. The rest of it is like I don't know. I just kind of think it's a wash. It's just not really that interesting or compelling or good in my opinion. Uh, Outbound Flight is worth your time. Definitely worth your time. Um,
Hey, I have read that one.
oh yeah, okay. Not
I
everybody
thought this-
agrees with me on this, but The Approaching Storm is worth your time, or at least in my opinion, it is. It does the Yoda lesson.
I've heard people say that too.
It does the Yoda lesson, which is one of my favorite things. Is like uh, they have this little creature that's traveling with them, and when they get captured by like bad people, the little creature is what saves them. I'm like this dumb little creature that they underestimated, and I'm like, oh, it's the Yoda lesson. It's just like
Yeah. Well, Nazo, I did kind of want to keep this stream short, so plus no one's really watching. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Maybe
all
this
right,
probably Friday night I'll stream again. Hopefully we'll get some people to join. Plus,
that would be nice.
I don't want to take any viewers away from Marcel's stream. Stream is a lot more important than mine. So I will go ahead and end the stream. Thanks for joining, Nazo. Thanks to everybody in chat who joined, and y'all have a good night.
Later, y'all.